homeless. Y'all don't know how many jobs that I've tried to get that got turned down. Because they want me enslaved. They don't want me to work for my own. I tried with my short stories. They pretend to fake punish me by attacking me with energy weapons for trying to write. I would love to sit down and write, all day. So, I hate the idea that my own twin sister wants to try to discipline and handle me like I'm a stranger. She treats me like we're not related. And can be just abusive and disrespectful as she could. But I'm the one that's reckless with my mouth. This gang stalking program needs to be freaking exposed. And you plan into it. It's like, how are you friendly with Starbreaker and you know that she's a fucking perp? Definitely, I promise you she's a perp. J Demon Rotten shit she's also participated in trying to sex traffic me. So as I said, people would try to be like, well, oh, that's divine intervention that you lost your phone. It's a blessing in disguise. So I got a new phone with a new number. And I got a new phone with a new number. And my stomach, now they're making my stomach hurt. At first they were causing me a headache, and a while ago they were putting deep, strong pressure on the back of my head and then the front of my head. Now they got this hurting right here, and now they got my stomach hurting. And a narcissistic sociopathic abuser will falsely say that, oh, you're just a hypochondriac. No, they hit me with freaking weapons. Directed energy weapons. So 24 hours ago, I was in the hotel room and I was sleeping. I think I got probably a maximum of 8 hours of sleep. And I still felt like I needed more sleep and still felt deprived. I still felt sleep deprived. Another reason why my stomach is hurting is because I gotta pee so bad and can't. So days of severe sleep deprivation that, they're actually secretly murdering us off. And it's like your own family members try to say you're crazy and they don't want to believe you. And then I heard that they signed 9 disclosure agreements to pretend, they're sworn to secrecy and sign non-disclosure agreements and get paid off they get paid off, paid to keep quiet and gagged and stuff like that, So a lot of the stuff I'm exposing about what I'm going through is being the majority of the time shunned or ignored. Like nobody will respond, or I get hate and then get attacked. It's like very rare that I don't really get that much support. And I was thinking several hours ago, yesterday when I was standing at the bus stop, I thought to myself, I miss when in 2019 and early 2020, if targeted individuals will see your videos and they can point out what I missed. Or that they might be like, well, there's some, like, how can you say that I'm a perp? If you say that you saw in my video, you saw a directed energy weapon flash across my chest. And you see cars passing by with one hand, like, you see me being harassed on the streets. And then you still want to say Candy's a perp. But then it's like you trying to play both sides. But as I said, people were warning me, telling me that Trisha was trying to use me for a come up. That, her blood sac, maybe God must have had his protection over me because I was able to get out of there. But then those same people who were telling me that, they all turned their backs on me. I ain't talking to nobody at the moment. Nobody over the phone, nothing. I don't have no targeted individual friends that can call me up and talk to me, or I can, and if I do, I have to cut off contact with them because they start to get controlling. Like this guy who was supposedly a targeted individual who was talking to me, a few weeks ago, and I had to cut the phone block him because you already married. What the hell are you wanting to know up to the minute what you're doing, where you at, and like you own me or something? And then you want to try to force me to survive as a homeless person your way, rather than saying just homelessness, especially for a single disabled woman. This homelessness is not acceptable. We need to fight to get you. No way. No, he wants to try to force me to go to Loaves and Fishes. I'm like, I can't go there. I'm banned from there. Or they mob you out the fucking shelters. Like what happened in Mobile, Alabama. And it also happened at Heavenly Blessings. He's like, oh, why don't you go to Heavenly Blessings? I can't go there no more. They mobbed me out of there the next fucking day. And try to get $600 out of me. And acting like as if I owe them drug money. Women with clear vision, they mobbed me out of there. New Orleans Mission, Salvation Army. Well, no, New Orleans Mission, they mobbed me out of there and banned me from there. And Union Rescue Mission in Los Angeles, they wrongfully banned me from there. Salvation Army in New Orleans. In New Orleans, the Salvation Army, I had to leave there because they had bed bugs. But I would have probably gotten wrongfully banned or kicked out eventually because they were ganging up on me and bullying me there. This homeless shelter, at least 2 homeless shelters in Dallas, Texas. And when I went in 2012 summer and I was trying to go back to Denton, Texas to get all my stuff out of that storage unit after I moved to Los Angeles. So, in Denton, Texas, that Salvation Army, they wrongfully banned me and had me officially trespass from there. Also, Greenville, Salvation Army in Greenville, South Carolina also. They bullied me out of there and try to take my doggone money. Transitional shelter in Long Beach. Tried to kick me out. Because I'm freaking targeted. Not because I'm a bad person or a troublemaker. But as I said, all these resources and information that I put out, all these links of sharing of other people's content to show y'all, look, I'm not lying. What is it going to take to convince y'all that Candy Grandpre is telling the freaking truth? But as my twin sister sending me that $40, now I'm really feeling like, okay, that was fake and just for show. Nobody cared or said anything when she said, you see that GoFundMe that you got up there, you might want to keep it up there for your burial. And even after dealing with Trisha, it's like me being out and I almost got struck. I actually was blacking out when lightning was hitting me from all kinds of freaking directions. I could have got struck by lightning and y'all did not give any kind of fuck. And then my own twin sister is telling everybody, don't help her. Make her stay there out on the streets. She wants to be there. You trying to act like the foster mom. As I said, we could have band together to expose the foster mother, the social workers, the whole fucking system. And we could have even got Sean, Mark, and Wyatt. All of us could have get together and band together and expose the fucking system and then better our lives and start to get along. And and because as I said, they're brainwashed against me. Mark is freaking a controlling, abusive, retarded, gay tyrant. you know and Mark is like very disrespectful and entitled to your things. Like, as I said, he got, I'm gonna say, he got fucking AIDS, HIV positive AIDS, and he's sitting there brushing your doggone teeth. I caught you in the act. That must have been God protecting me right there. Brushing your teeth with my toothbrush, shaving your face with my razor, with my used razors. A pink woman's razor? Come on. Oh, I thought, don't freaking gaslight and lie and say, no, you were trying to give me your AIDS on purpose. Trying to. And thankfully, all these years, if I take HIV tests, they always come out negative. So I don't have no doggone AIDS. But, I felt like without my family, despite what I'm going through with other people, without my family, I felt like I was doing so much better without them. Can function better and stuff. Because family is one of the main things. They're so damn abusive that they'd be the main ones to have me feeling all suicidal, depressed and stuff. So, I'm sick and tired of people just lying. They do dirty shit and then lie just to look good. So my twin sister, she falsely said that I tried to compare, that I said that she wanted to try to be like Nick Cannon. No, when I had that suicide attempt in 2010, she bragged on the phone and said she was trying to be like the rapper T.I., not Nick Cannon, but T.I. I never said Nick Cannon, but I'm repeating what she said. She even bragged about how she was going to let me die. But then she said, oh, I didn't want that on my conscience. That's what she said. And she said that she wanted to be like the rapper T.I. who helped save a fan from trying to jump off a bridge or trying to commit suicide or something like that. But, I'm going to just go ahead and say, my twin sister also had a hand in my suicide attempt in 2010 also. And I already explained that before too. With the money issue, with them taking my doggone money. Even if it was student loan money, but they robbed me out of parasitically squeezed every penny out of me that they could. My twin sister and her husband manipulating and bullying me with money was how I got into debt in the first place. And me struggling with assertiveness, in the foster home, we couldn't tell the foster mom no. So my twin sister being an abusive bully, her and her husband Dwayne used to sneak while I was going to school, going to college. And people used to say that and I caught them like with their car at the New Orleans Towers apartment complex for senior citizens and disabled, where my first place I lived on my own aside from the college dorm room. So when I was, living at New Orleans Towers, I was going to University of New Orleans, UNO, and I would go to school and then come back, and I would see my twin sister and her husband, their car there, or I would see them roaming around. And other people would tell me that my twin sister would go from person to person telling them, slandering them to me. Slandering me to them about me. Just like she slandered me and lied on me to my neighbors when I was living in Los Angeles, right when the biological mom, Frances, died. And my neighbors told me that too. And they started gang stalking me and perping me and acting weird. It wasn't until after my twin sister got in the neighbor's head. That's when the weird shit started happening, where me seeing dead, smushed birds on my doorstep, I don't even think I had a camera phone. I think I probably had either no phone at all or a flip phone or something like that, where I couldn't even get footage or evidence at that time. Or I didn't even get to have like video surveillance. Video footage like a phone I have now. Like years ago, I didn't have the type of phone where I can film the neighbors going in and out of my gate, deliberately and on purpose going in and out of my gate. Or if I wanted to raise my windows and get fresh air or air out the house or something, they wait for the opportunity they start to congregate like a damn outdoor church service and start smoking right outside just because the damn windows are open. Then when I close the windows, they hurry up and scatter like roaches and go back inside. And they bring all their fucking friends and everything, drinking, smoking. Like, how the hell y'all survive day to day? The neighbor Ron, him and his wife, Miss Tammy, in Los Angeles, what they did was, after they turned against, like, they used to have a big ass blue older model Suburban. The illegal Mexican neighbor Carlos across the street, Carlos Sandoval, in 8505 McKinley Avenue in Los Angeles. Because we were at I was 8504 McKinley Avenue. He was like, Carlos was 8505. And Carlos used to be like very nosy and stalk and spy on me. Like the Masonic Smelly Crab family that was across the street from the fake foster mom. Like, that man was always nosy, peeping out and, stalking and spying on me. And he made sexual advances at me a couple of times. He had a whole fucking wife. And he had at least one child. And even the little boy, Joel, or whatever his name was perping me too. Doing dirt. Even the neighbors' kids were doing dirty shit to me. Vandalizing, my Section 8 home. Vandalizing my aloe vera plant. Vandalizing the doorknobs. Leaving trash. We each had our own... So I don't know what powerful thing that my twin sister could have said that got the neighbors started gang stalking me. Started to act different, start to act weird after she got in their heads. and each year passed by, it progressively got worse, and somehow the landlord even got involved. That man used to go to bat for me, and if I needed something fixed, he was there in an instant. Fix everything. Sam Barreta lives in Linwood, California. Part of Los Angeles, very much close to, very close to Los Angeles metro area. Linwood, California. And so Samuel Barreta, he, started doing evil stuff. Like, if we had to pay the garbage, we had to pay gas bill, garbage. We had to pay everything except water. And so with the utility bill, the trash and the light bill, I think, go together, and then the gas bill was its own bill. And so what Sam used to do after he turned against me and started perping me and stuff, and the neighbors must have got him into doing it. And Mr. Sam, the money hungry, the Section 8 manager, her name was, the manager of that, Sam was the owner of that property, but the manager, Geneva Hildreth, lives in Inglewood, California. I don't know if that bitch still alive, but she was in her fucking 80s and a narcissistic, manipulative, fake Jehovah's Witness perp. I had a 4-bedroom house, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, big ass nice house in Inglewood. She brought me to her house too. I think, at least once she brought me to her house, and she had a big 2-story, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. That lady definitely sold her soul to the devil. And as I say, she's money hungry and fucking manipulative. And very coercive. Geneva Hildreth. So as I said, she might still be. A lot of narcissistic abusers illegally live a long ass fucking life. Because I heard that they know their fate is sealed, so they try to do whatever they can to stay alive for as long as they're possible. Because they know they're on their way to hell. And people who ain't narcissistic, you wonder why the hell they die so damn young. If I'm supposed to be slated to not live so much longer, if they're out to trying to do me in. If people keep telling me, Candy, this person, that person, yeah, you put in this program, you're supposed to be a blood sacrifice. You want to know how many even fake TI perps and regular perps, and as I said, Lisa Ruby, who's a fake TI perp, in which I'm thinking about doing a blog post about her and lay everything out. Lisa Ruby was the very first person that told me, she tried to say that my biological and foster family, that they wanted to sacrifice me, and that there were a whole bunch of voodoo witches that wanted to sacrifice me. And then she was saying that the Kraft family were in on it, that they were voodoo witches, that they were in on it. The Masonic smelly Kraft family. And then, her and that Darius guy, they were even trying to say that my twin sister's my handler. And they were even trying to say that Lanika from the Kraft family was one of my main handlers. Even Lisa Ruby said that Lanika from the Kraft family was one of my main handlers. So, I mean, they even had her perping me in New Orleans metro area. Like, I was seeing her every fucking where. And she was, like, everywhere. And there before I got there, just like Alex Dupree. And I was trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. That it was September 12th, 2017, the biological mom, Frances' birthday. And she had no seatbelt on. She's supposed to be an expert driver who's been driving for over 30 years. And, passed by me driving in the car laughing. And I was disturbed, and even added disturbed, that it was September 12th, 4 years of the anniversary of the biological mom, Frances' death. And then ever since then, I started to see her everywhere, especially at Rouse's, and she would always catch me off guard. Now, you know how when gang stalkers, they do this. They be parked somewhere, waiting for me. And when I walk nearby, they hurry up and turn on the ignition and then go drive off. That was when we were at the when I was walking, I was staying at a hotel, and I was in Carnell, retarded, deformed Carnell Kenneth Sorrells. I didn't even realize he was a damn perp the whole time too. He had a fresh, brand new, seductive poster of Aaliyah up on his wall that looked like he just put it up there. And he damn sure, I mean, somebody that's supposed to be mentally off, slow, retarded, and damn deformed. How the hell they get somebody like him to be a perp? He fucking approached me. I didn't come after him. He saw me walking one day on a West Bank Expressway in Gretna. And, and he wanted to meet up. And, nothing sexual happened between me and him. But I heard he did something with my twin sister. And I'm like, hell fucking no. I'm glad he never tried anything on me, but it was awkward that he had me sleep in the same bed with him. But we didn't get romantic or close or anything like that. And I don't believe in sleeping with the same person and I never in my life did anything like that, sleep with the same person that my twin sister has been with, despite my twin sister trying to lie on me and say that I slept with her husband or that I wanted her husband, which was never true. But she acted like she thought it was funny to act like she wanted to throw Dwayne on me, or she even tried to falsely accuse me of sexually wanting China, and she even tried to throw China on me. But then her feelings was hurt when I said China was ugly. But we're twins, and you can call me ugly all day. You can call me a bitch and a hoe and all kinds of names all day. But I can't call China a bitch for meddling in our arguments or our feuding and stuff like that. You know? So, as I said, it seemed like my twin sister doing too much. I think she still got that Stockholm syndrome. And trauma bond to the fake foster mom, Adrian Felder. Like, you scared to speak out against the lady, or you gag, or you put part of the Masonic cult or the fake IDMR cult. You scared to speak out against the damn woman and talk about the cruel damn abuses she did to us. We're supposed to be banding together. We're supposed to be fucking banding together as identical twins. We're supposed to band together. But you want to repeat the same damn abuse that happened to both of us. And they brainwashed my twin sister to think she's better than me and so normal and everything like that. You know, it's like my twin sister has her mind made up to have a certain opinion about me. As I said, my twin sister's a damn perp. The foster mom used to freaking go to our school when we were still in high school. The foster mom wanted to keep us isolated with really no friends, no support, no much or nothing. She wanted to keep us with really nobody to contact, while she kept us enslaved with doing nothing but clean the fucking house all day, go to the fake IDMR cult meetings, and go to school, and that's about it. And then left us to be punished on vacation. Like going out of town in these lame, fake-ass vacations. And the fake foster mom, her fake summer vacations will only consist of fake cult Bible class conventions or going to see the foster sister April. Like, wow. Like, every fucking summer I can count on my hands how many times. We didn't even go on summer vacation every single summer. But when we did, it always had to do with the fake cult Bible class, fake IDMR cult conventions, or picnic and seminar or something like that. A picnic and seminar or convention. You know, and then the foster mom, she will over exaggerate and lie and say that she took us all over the country. Okay, bitch. How come I never been to Chicago? You never took us to Chicago. You never took me to Washington. You never took me to Seattle. You never took me to Portland, Oregon. You never took me to Denver, Colorado. You never took us. The furthest she took us was probably, okay, when we were younger. We always wanted, but I'm glad we never went. Go to Disney World, Disneyland. She never took us to those places. You know, we always wanted, but she took us to Astro World, and I don't even think she took us to Water World. Just Astro World in in Houston, Texas, when we were 7 years old. And so I think I've probably been to Astro World maybe 3 times in my life. Once at 7, and once at 12, and another time at 17. And I almost drowned when we went to Astro World and Water World with the ROTC end of the year trip. And I went anyway. The foster mom tried to restrict me, pick an argument or fight with me. I was freaking about to graduate with honors, and the foster mom is still trying to punish me, from bully and abuse me, and pick fights with me on purpose for an excuse to justify punishing me from prom. She did punish me from prom, and try to punish me from the end of the ROTC end of the year trip. I'm like, you left. Would do this every year. Let us march in those hard ass damn Mardi Gras parades, and then wait till close to the end of the year to look for an excuse to punish me from going on the end of the year trip. So yeah, my senior year in high school, I was 17 going on 18. Yeah, I took it upon myself to freaking go out of town and go on a fucking ROTC end of the year trip anyway, and she already paid for it anyway, and she paid for the damn prom, and just to punish me from going. And people not knowing the abuses that we went through and all the manipulation and provocation, like her constantly provoking and and everything like that. Her constantly provoking and triggering. I mean, eventually, I started to. It's like the foster mom was daring us to be rebellious. So even me and my twin sister were like rebelled, like by the time of our senior year in high school, in different ways. My twin sister started, and the foster mom would lecture her about coming and going as she pleased, because my twin sister would like to go see her girlfriend Tiffany at that time, Tiffany Robinson, at that time. So she was going to sneak and see Tiffany, and the biological family. And my twin sister waited till like our 18th birthday, or the day after. No, it wasn't our birthday. It was the day after our 18th birthday. And she was basically spilled all the secrets to me. Like, wow, what? The day after we turned 18, she called me up and told me about Aaliyah died and this and that, whatever. And she didn't call me on our 18th birthday that day, but she called me the day after, And then she saw the foster mom being abusive to me about Aaliyah. And so then her and the foster boys and everybody else followed suit. Like, at first, me and her, we used to be fans of Aaliyah together, and other stars and celebrities, and there was no friction or arguing, about, I mean, they would like to mock and